In one of my previous videos, I talked about the 8 things that I hate about this 2015 Porsche Macan. Well, in today's video, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to tell you about the things that I love about this vehicle and why you should buy one. Let's do business. The very first thing that I love about this Macan is obviously the way that it looks. That is what draws you in, and that's what makes the car so appealing. I believe that it looks better than pretty much any other SUV, regardless of what manufacturer it is. When it comes to Porsche, I think it's the best non-sports car vehicle that Porsche currently make, excluding the new electric vehicles. So if we consider it against the Cayenne Coupe, the Panamera, I think this Macan excuse me, it looks better than those. There is one exception though, and I believe this car is on a par with it. It's the new, new-ish Panamera Sport Turismo, the estate kind of, some might call it a hearse. But I believe those are the best two looking Porsches. I've got one of them, so I'm happy with the way this car looks. It has a couple of external modifications, which changes the way it looks just a little bit. Obviously, I've got these 21-inch sport design wheels on, and I've also lowered the suspension by 4 centimeters, 40 millimeters. And because of that, it's a beautiful looking car, in my opinion. Next up is the comfort of the cockpit, the ergonomics of the cockpit. I've got these fantastically comfortable seats here. These are 18-way seats, so I can put the toggles in any which way I want to and allow me to get the ultimate comfortable driving position. The buttons are all well laid out. One of the things I like about this car is you can completely get away without using the touchscreen buttons, and you can always press proper buttons at every single stage. So it's comfortable, we've got a lovely driving position, the steering wheel is so sporty. The next one might sound like a little bit of a contradiction, because I previously talked about how the MPG of this vehicle, or the fuel consumption, wasn't really that good. I'm not sure what's happened, but maybe I've just sort of relaxed my right foot a little bit. Maybe I'm not putting my foot down as much. But what I'm generally finding is that on the general routes that I do, I was previously getting sort of low 30s, high 20s. I'm finding now that as I relax my foot more, maybe I'm getting into a better sort of driving groove and just learning how to stretch the most out of the MPG. But I'm generally finding I'm getting in the low 40s, high 30s, low 40s. So I do have to take back my previous comment about the car being pretty poor on MPG. I'm very impressed with what I'm getting at the moment. At the minute, I'm getting 39.2, which is really good, and I'm really happy with that, considering it's a 2-ton lump. And next up is the value for money. I feel currently these cars represent fantastic value for money. Look, I know you could go and buy the equivalent Audi or VW for 10 grand less, we know that, but you're buying a Porsche, you're buying into the whole Porsche brand, you're buying into the whole Porsche way of life. And don't take this the wrong way to any Audi or VW, but this Macan is kind of like a class above those vehicles. It stands out more, it looks better, it's a nicer place to be, it's a nicer car to drive. So you are going to pay a premium for that. But now currently you could probably pick one of these up. I mean, look, low-end market, you could probably pick one up for 22,000 pounds. You're looking at a car that's been completely ragged around, service history might be all over the shop, and it might have monumentally high miles. If you want to look at a more decent model, which is probably sort of maybe around about 80,000 miles with a good service history, then I don't see any reason why you can't pick one up for around about 27,000 pounds. And those prices are always subject to change depending on when you're watching this video. So during the summer months, I do like to get out on my bike as often as possible. I do have the roof system, but I don't have the bike carrier as yet. I am going to get one, but until then, I can put the rear seats down and fit my bikes in the back, no problem. I can actually fit 2 bikes in the back of this car. One of them, my road bike, will fit in without taking any of the wheels off. My other bike, my mountain bike, I do have to take the front wheel off, which is not a problem, but it just does mean I can get whatever bike I want in the back with the seats folded down. Quite a versatile car. Next up is something that some people might not like, some people do like, but it does get a lot of attention everywhere it goes. It may sound strange because it's an SUV, it's not exactly a 911 Cayman or Boxster, one of these nice low-down sports cars, but for the type of car it does get a lot of attention. So I can be pulling up at a petrol station or even the local tip site, and I'll always get somebody say, oh, nice car, nice wheels, what's the MPG on one of those? I'm thinking about getting one. It's a really good talking point no matter where you go, no matter where you pull up. People always look on the school runs, people who are walking past the pedestrians, they always turn their heads because it's a real eye-catching car. I think, in my opinion, again, some people might think, well, no, I don't like that, but fair enough. The next one kind of relates to what I've just been talking about with the rear seats folding down, because the rear seats in these cars, they can fold pretty much near enough flat. It's not exactly flat, but once you put something like a cover on there, the whole back section looks completely flat, and actually you can sleep in the back of this car. I'm 5'10" and I can comfortably lie completely without having to bend my knees or anything like that. So if you wanted to and you were going away somewhere, you didn't have anywhere to stay, you can sleep in the back of your Porsche Macan. Ask me how I know. Now, I do have to be safe when I'm doing this, but when I put my foot down on this thing, it just absolutely goes. The performance is just fantastic. It's always there. The power is always there exactly when I need it. It has like 428 foot-pounds of torque, 258 brake horsepower, and as I mentioned earlier, it is a big 2-ton lump, but it doesn't feel like that when you're driving along, because you can put your foot down and the power is just instantly there, instant. The only thing that reminds me that I'm in an SUV is the fact that, yes, I do have the lowered suspension on here, so sometimes if you're hitting a bit of bumpy road, you can be like up and down a bit like that, which is not great, but it certainly reminds you that you're not in a 911 and you are in a Porsche Macan. Try that again. Oh yes, it's just there. Nice. You've probably heard of launch control. That feature is mainly seen in like the Boxsters, the Caymans and the 911s, but this Macan also has it. The Macans which have the Sport Chrono package will also have it. So I'm into Sport Plus. This is the thing that I absolutely love. Foot on the accelerator, foot on the brake, launch control activated, take my foot off, holy sh... Oh. Bloody hell. That was rapid. That was rapid, man. I mean, I knew it was good, but blimey, I didn't expect it to be that good. That was too good. Too quick for a Porsche Macan. So yeah, launch control is one of the things that I love about this Macan. Let's do that again. Sport Plus on, foot on the brake, foot on the accelerator, launch control activated. We're away, we're away. Oh, wow. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, you'd never get to use that in the real world. You've got to come out to really remote locations or find a bit of private land that has a long enough strip. But what a rush, what a rush. So my final thought, guys, on this Porsche Macan is that, you know, no car is perfect. 90% of this car, I think, is perfect. That doesn't make sense. 90% of this car, I absolutely love. 10% obviously, you know, I don't like. That's why I made a video on things that I don't like about the car, but overall it's a fantastic car and I would highly recommend it to anybody who's maybe thinking about getting an SUV or a higher end sort of luxury car with a bit of taste, a bit of class, a bit of style, looks good, drives fantastically, and you'll be the envy of everybody in your street. That's a joke. You should definitely go and buy one. You will not regret it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos on this Porsche Macan, I've already got some on the channel. I'll have more coming, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's PorscheHouse_. I'll put it on the bottom. I'll put the link in the description as well. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.